a Playlyst original.
Welcome to the Pilot Podcast,
where we review the pilot episodes of TV shows to answer your question, should I watch this?
My name is Mitu.
And my name is BJ.
And this week, we're watching the listener-requested Elle on Prime Video.
So stay tuned to find out if Mitu wants to go to Seattle.
Okay, sure. Stay tuned for that surprise.
I don't know the answer, so I'm excited. In the meantime, what happened on Elle?
In this prequel to the iconic film Legally Blonde, we meet young Elle Woods, played by Lexi Mindtree, who has to survive a challenge even tougher than Harvard Law School, where we originally met her, high school in Seattle.
So Mitu, I'm going to start things off with a curveball question.
Okay.
Have you been wondering what Elle's life was like before the movies?
No, not even one time. And I think that's my main issue with the show. Not to just immediately jump on that. I feel like sometimes I'm so my mom's daughter when I'm like, actually, remember that time. It's like, I find it funny but truly here, I have never thought about what led Elle to being the fun, subversive, bubbly genius that she is and like can-do spirit of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this prequel chose to be essentially a retelling of the same struggle. In the movie, Elle goes to a stuffy law school. She has to convince these people that only wear gray and drab colors, that her bright pink energy is exactly what they need to get the job done. Like, she respects them and they're monotone. They must respect her and her brightness, like literal brightness, and also the fact that she's a smarty. And we see her do the same thing in Seattle. This is the height of grunge culture. It's the 90s. Everyone is in a hoodie. Everyone is wearing gray. Everyone is like so into this culture, 100% participation rate at this school in grunge culture.
Mm-hmm.
And she sticks out.
And I think that is this show's greatest strength and greatest weakness. The team and Lexi capture that Elle Woods energy, that personality, all of the different vibes to her interests and her talents, but also her having to leave her bubble and march to the beat of her own drum doesn't make sense if she's going to do that again in grad school.
Yes. And it's like at that point, if we're kind of doing a little bit of a retcon or at least something where it doesn't make sense relative to the film, like the Elle Woods that we know would have absolutely at some point said out loud, I've faced doubters like you before, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're operating in this universe where we're just taking the 4 years prior to the events of this film, or really a few more years than that, actually, because it's high school, then have fun with it. Freak it a little bit. Maybe she solves crimes. She figures out a murder in the first movie, I guess several decades, spoiler. So like,
warning.
Do we do Elle Woods meets Veronica Mars? Do we do, I don't know, some kind of Succession kind of thing with her dad's gig? I loved her appearance in this, by the way. Like, do we just kind of have fun with it? Because I think the show in and of itself, good. Lots of Easter eggs for the Legally Blonde hive. The lead actor, Lexi Mindtree, is excellent as a young Elle, like very believable.
Mm-hmm.
I almost thought it was Reese Witherspoon's daughter because I know her children also look just like her. So for a moment, I thought that was her daughter.
That would have been fun.
Because they look so alike. My only thing, to your point of like greatest strength and greatest weakness, is why not just change it up a little bit? Why show us the same story and same story structure again?
Exactly. I like your idea of retconning the history. I was thinking spin it off to someone related to Elle in this world, so it's not changing the movies. But honestly, it would have been fun if we met her in high school and she was doing mock trial, and the next thing you know, she's interning at a law firm and solving real crimes. And that's her secret backstory to getting to go to Harvard Law one day.
Exactly. Like just anything else. Prime Video, hire us. How did you feel about the continued trope of like, she is bubbly, but surprise, surprise, she is smart?
You know, it is tough if you know the character from the movies, or I guess the musical as well, if you know the character of Elle Woods.
Yeah.
And it's almost too predictable because I can't see the show veering off from the movie developments. So she is going to constantly surprise everyone around her. But me as the viewer will never be surprised because I'm just watching in this case, her high school classmates catch up to the knowledge that Elle is well-rounded, heartwarming, has good intentions, is smart and clever. And it's like, okay, how many times are we going to watch everyone stumble until they get it?
That's such a good point. I liked the fact that they subverted it where she's this blonde, ditzy, rich girl. Also, blondes, please email us at askthepilotpodcast@gmail.com. It's come up so much on the dating shows I've been watching recently. Like, is it really a personality type? As a person with dark hair, and I am Black, BJ is Black, I just think maybe this is a world we are not accustomed to. Like, is it a thing where it's like blondes are considered not smart? I truly am asking here. So email us, let us know. So I liked the subversion, but I agree. If you are at all familiar with the film, with this iconic character, with the show, then you know that these things are coming where, in fact, she does care about the workers around her, like the school staff, the staff in her home. She is super smart. She even helps this kid in a very funny way toward the end of the episode with an auction. I also think, speaking of her classmates catching up, that one of my issues with the show is the struggle to me is captured in that way, where it's not like Elle is an underdog and she has to figure something out. Her mom, Ava, played by the wonderful June Diane Raphael, puts it really well, where she's like, your classmates are just going to catch up to where you are. And I was like, man, I don't know if that's like as a compelling underdog story, because it's true. They just need to catch up and understand that she rocks.
It's definitely a different take on these high school stories where it's not Elle who has to find herself or find her place. It's really Elle taking the time to show people that, hey, you are misunderstanding. You're seeing the pink and not giving me a chance, when Elle is who she will always be. And I do want to throw in a quick shout out to the parents. Like you said, they were a fun addition, a bigger role than I expected. And unfortunately, because of pop culture, every time I see Elle's mom, I keep expecting her to be like the Mean Girls mom, but she's actually a well-rounded and supportive mother.
Yes, she's so fun and like really understands her in a way that is so fun, where Wyatt, her dad, played by another icon, Tom Everett Scott, even he will kind of say things and Ava is like, no, Elle would never do that. She does this, or she knows about this. And so it's almost like she's kind of her translator. Like, you can tell her mom is a very, very trusted place for her, which was cool to see.
But unfortunately, I don't think this show brings anything unique and might lean too heavily into the stereotypes surrounding Elwood and also the stereotypes surrounding 90s Seattle.
Yeah, y'all, if you were around and sort of an adult in the 90s in Seattle, again, please help us. Email us at askthepilotpodcast@gmail.com. Was it a 100% participation rate in grunge? It wouldn't surprise me. Like, I understand that grunge was huge at that time. The Pacific Northwest was so big into that. But if y'all can let us know if, like, at any school, it's 100% rate. And if you wore pink, you were, in fact, bullied. I'm very curious about that. What I will say, another positive about the show, in addition to the wonderful portrayal of Elle, is I liked her ragtag group of friends. And I like that it's clear, frankly, because we've seen the film, that she's going to bring the bully around too. Like, I think her classic high school bully character is going to come around and need her. And eventually they're going to like each other.
And maybe even the cheer squad.
Yeah, eventually.
See, we're all just waiting for them to catch up.
Yeah.
And will you keep watching more episodes of Elle on Prime Video to see her classmates catch up?
I will. I am legally required to, as someone who just watched Legally Blonde so many times. For fellow millennials, I think we just have to kind of clock into work. And frankly, for people who haven't seen the Legally Blonde films, like especially if there are younger listeners, which from our audience data, we have a solid amount. If you haven't seen Legally Blonde, I think you'll enjoy this show and it'll feel fresh to you in a way that it might not.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, for those of us familiar with the film. But it's charming. I just wish it were more fresh. Like, I think that's my main critique. But it's still charming and funny. because it's Elle. Like, you just can't count out Elle Woods. So I'll probably watch again casually, somewhere between that and like with a meal. What about you?
Well, first, I'm glad you're clocking in because I did see a headline that it's renewed for season 2, so more content is coming.
Okay, I'm really going to be at the factory. Got it.
And as of recording, this show literally just came out.
Wow, so it must have blown up. It's probably like mother-daughter pairings too, watching this.
Or just a lot of confidence in the team. I don't know. I question early season 2 renewals like this, like same week.
I question it the same way with early cancellations. I will never forgive the Tom Swift cancellation. Y'all gave that 6 episodes before you took it away from us?
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
Give things time to breathe. That's all you got to do. At least a month. We can all wait. Anyway, my review is I probably would not watch again. I think I would just rewatch Legally Blonde the movie.
It's so good. It is always worth the rewatch. Not the sequel with love, but that first one is so fire.
What if season 2 of this show is based off the sequel movie?
We do meet Bruiser.
That's not the dog she had in the first movie?
That is the dog, yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't remember the second movie. We could talk offline about that.
Yeah, we can offline that. What was your question?
Do you want to go to Seattle?
I've been. It's very beautiful. My only thought on Seattle is that it was very lovely, but a little bit scary because there are so many enclaves of prepper culture. And I went to a restaurant, just like a normal Mexican restaurant for a work dinner. And around the bar, there was red rope and a huge sign on the red rope that said no guns beyond this point.
Yeah, I saw that when I was there.
I almost asked if we could eat dinner at the bar because I was like, I literally don't drink, but I don't want to sit with guns. Because then for the entire meal, my head was on a swivel. I was like, who in this room is armed while we're eating fish tacos?
All of them, 100% Seattle residents have guns.
100% participation rate, grunge and guns at Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, I think I saw that at American style cuisine restaurant around the bar.
Okay, so ethnicity, culture of food doesn't matter. You just have to be prepared. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Exactly. Seattle is ready. They all participate.
Yeah, so I think that's my thing. It's so lovely. Such a great climate. Some parts of the year, it was great springy weather. I just don't, you see how I'm scared to insult anyone from there? It's just, that was a little alarming for me. I'd be living in these little liberal bubble cities where you're not allowed to have guns.
Well, Seattle, I enjoyed my visit. The seafood was great. The streets a little steep. You have some high inclined streets to walk on.
And I don't mind that. I like walking uphill.
I like being on the water. Y'all have cruise ships right there. That's cool.
Shout out to Seattle.
And you can give us a shout out or just another listen by heading to our website at thepilotpodcast.com. And you can follow us on all of your favorite podcast platforms.
You can also follow us on social media at thepilotpod, and you can send thoughts, feelings, show recommendations, because every other week, just like this one, we do a show recommended by you, our wonderful listeners, to askthepilotpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.
Bye.